This is FCGR. We are here with the winner of our recent event. You can go ahead and present yourself.
Yeah, my name is Martin Gottfredsen. I just won the FCG tournament. I was playing arguably the least powerful deck in the room, but I guess I can shout out Mateus for telling me to play the deck because I ended up winning, which is cool. I was playing Salamangreat.
Great. So show us your list then.
Yeah.
What's the spice?
Yeah. There's no spice. There's all the copies of Gazelle you can play. Don't play Buffalo. It's too many normal summons. I like. I guess I can show these here. So in other decks, like in Orcus and stuff, it's like way easier to do math on like how many normal summons you play and like the odds of breaking. But the thing about Salamangreat is that all of these monsters count as normal summons. So if you play additional like consistency cards in the form of like a third of this or like Buffalo, you'll end up like drawing like multiples of those sort of cards, and I don't want that at all. And I also play 3 Desires. You want to see one of these 12 cards. The reason for these ratios is because you need at least one of these in the deck. There's sort of like concessions for Desires. Like in a different world where I don't play Desires, I would probably cut these cards. But yeah, it comes up all the time that you need access to this or this or this. Like in their own way, they're very important. It's also very good to draw one of this with Gazelle because Gazelle doesn't do anything by its own. So that's like the real monsters. And for the rest of the engine, I'm playing 2 Roar, Rage, 3 Will in the field spell. I'm playing 2 Roar because the effective set itself comes up all the time when you're grinding. This is like super important to draw. Like everyone is maining Gamma and Nibiru, and if your opponent draws any of those 2 hand traps specifically, like that's like, if you normal debug, it gets Gamma or they have Nib, you need this to keep on playing. But even if they don't have the hand trap, like this card is just so good. Also later on in the game, this can convert into like Gazelle if it's in the graveyard. So it's just very important. I think it's correct to play this at 3. I can see why some people like maybe play one of this and like no will in favor of more hand traps. But as you can see, like I play quite a few. So I play this. If you lose the die roll, you need to draw this, or you lose the game instantly. It was more of a question about like how small I could make the rest of the engine. So there was essentially just 14 cards left, and I just figured hand traps were the best way to fill out the main deck. These are just good in every matchup. Obviously, Ash is amazing with Sun and Wolf. This is the most impactful one, especially if you pair it up with this. I griefed one game versus my good friend Lucas because I went first versus Dragon Link, and I drew this, which is usually just insane. But I forgot that you can't activate Effect Failure under Herald. And I just looked at my hand and I'm like, yeah, I screwed up and I lost. But anyways, Romulus in that deck is a huge choke point, so like using this on that is good. Dropping this before the Herald is very impactful, and this is just the next best thing to play, I think.
And it seems like it helped a lot since you met Dragon Link twice at the semifinals and the finals as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true. And also, I think this is probably the best hand trap that has like overlap in multiple matchups because like, I assume there will be a lot of rogue, and I think ogre is like fine for that. But yeah, these were all great. I would not change anything in the main deck. So for the, I guess, extra deck?
Yeah.
3 of this, 3 of this, this. So
standard, yeah.
Yeah, and then we have the transcode package, the I don't have money version. So obviously, if you have the Accesscode, it's way better. But
wait, so you don't play Accesscode?
No, I don't. It's a bit awkward. Actually, in the finals, my opponent Mateus, he commented afterwards that he was really afraid of the of the Accesscode. He had like a droplet set, and I just didn't have it, so that was very funny. But
So you would use it if you had it, of course.
yeah, I think it's too good not to play. This doesn't really synergize as well with this combo because you can only special summon Cybers. But I felt like the Cerberus doesn't have a lot of synergy with the deck. And Avramax I don't like, Bomber I don't like. So I felt like just playing this and just make it with the Update Jammer is impactful. I think this came up once, but it wasn't very important. But as far as like budget players, I think Warlord is the best. It's also common print, so it's great for people who don't have money. So yeah. Since I don't have the Since I don't have the access code, there's no point in playing like Splash Mage or Lingerivo as well. So I favored these ones. I used Phoenix a lot. Hita did not come up, but I think it's good generally because you can just climb into Heatley if they have like Ash. But this is a flex spot. Like if you want to play something different, I think this is the one to cut. And for the rank 4s, I played this. Also, I just wanted to comment on one thing. So there's a lot of players in Salamangreat. Like if you look at, if you noticed in the main deck, there's no Parallel Exceed. I don't think that card is very good. It doesn't really help the deck at all, in my opinion. It's not a very good extender as well. There's a lot of, like in testing when I've tried the card, it's like, it's only good if you can actually make the Bailings, but going second, you struggle with even that. And like going second, you would rather see a hand trap, and going first, it just plays more into Nib. So personally, I don't like it, and I was very happy not playing the Parallel Exceed. And I think people should, shy away from playing that card. Yeah. So I guess finally there's the side. Very straightforward. Going first, you play this. If you draw any of them, you win versus good decks. When I go second, I won in another hand trap. And I couldn't quite find the perfect one, but I ended up playing Droll. The reason why I thought the choice was difficult was because I wanted a hand trap for not just Dragon Link, but also Dinos and Dogmatica Invoked. I think those decks, well, especially my main deck, it's like horrible. It's like not suited at all to deal with that matchup. So I wanted something that had like the best overlap. And so either this or Lancia, and I thought this was a little bit better specifically because I think it's debatable which one is better, but I was very happy with this. I sided in quite a bit because of the Dragon Link matchup. It's pretty impactful. And finally, there's just this. But I didn't meet any monkey decks. Or actually, I met like Trap BA, but I didn't draw any, so it didn't matter. So yeah, that's the deck.
Well, congratulations again for winning the event. You did a great job, especially with a Salamangreat deck that doesn't use Parallel Exceed, so that's a real shocker for me. But congratulations again for winning the event, and I hope you all like this video, and please be sure to like this video as well. Peace out.